knows she has a CPS case, but she's picking up a new charge and she's not following through with the conditions of the court. I don't understand why I should follow the agreement to continue her. Why is the only tangent thing that I see from you is that you're picking up a new charge? In 2024 CR 007949, State versus Roxan Hutchinson. Can I have parties announced?
I can gallery to see it. For defense.
And are you Roxan Hutchinson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the motion to revoke community supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to revoke with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Roxan Hutchinson who was placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 007949 for the offense of unlawfully carrying a weapon with a felony conviction for 7 years on November 7th, 2024? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Jeff. Are proceeding with violation of condition number 1 on or about the 19th day of February 2025 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Roxan Hutchinson, committed the offense of theft in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. The state will waive and abandon the remaining violations, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison?
Yes, ma'am.
And up to a $2,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to proceed with your violation of condition number 1 in your plea of true?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, and it would involve the following case, which there's plea paperwork before the court for the same defendant.
Yes.
The state probation and believe defense's recommendation is to continue probationer on this probation in cause number 2024 CR 007949, but to amend conditions to now include state ISF, cognitive track, followed by ISP. And probation did make a note upon disposition of pending cases, the plea paperwork on cause number, well, I see at 2025 AL 002862, there is a cause number I don't see right now, but those conditions would also reflect and run concurrent with this cause number.
All right. What has she done on probation?
The only thing that Ms. Hutchinson has done on probation has been to provide her DNA sample as required.
She was recording. Sorry.
She was reporting. She reported last May 7th of 2025.
She had been reporting previous to that as well.
Right. I'm saying her last reporting is on that day.
All right. So here's my question. Has she done her parenting classes? All right. Did she obtain employment?
Judge, if I may inform the court, she was doing the parenting classes through CPS. She has a CPS plan because she's trying to get her child back through CPS. So she's doing the CPS classes through CPS. She has a CPS plan. So she's going through CPS. So she has a CPS plan. So she's doing her parenting classes through CPS.
All right. So how long has the CPS case been open? Was it open before this case?
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't understand why the court has received the new number 1. She knows she has a CPS case, but she's picking up a new charge and she's not following through with the conditions of the court. I don't understand why I should follow the agreement to continue her.
Judge, I think she wants to
All right.
address the court.
You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Roxan Hutchinson.
All right, why is the only tangent thing that I see from you is that you're picking up a new charge?
Hey. I know it doesn't reflect in the probation report or whatever, but since then I've kicked heroin. I've been sober for 9 months. I do admit that the issue wasn't me just getting sober. I got sober, but I was still doing the same things that an addict does. I was hanging around the same people. I didn't change my surroundings or my friends. So I continued to do the same things. I'm just asking for a chance to get treatment and not go to prison. I do have a 4-year-old son that I'm fighting for.
All right, so here's the thing. I don't understand why people don't think of their children before they pick up new offenses. I'm not following the agreement that you all have reached on this motion to revoke. I'm going to grant the motion revoke. Does anybody want to speak to time? She's looking at a maximum of 10 years. All right, yes.
Judge, I'm going to re-urge the court to consider following the recommendation from probation and what the state originally wanted. Ms. Hutchinson is before the court. She verbalized that she needs help. She's asking the court for help. It's not often that a defendant is before the court and they are asking the court for some help. She is asking for help also with CPS so that she can get help from CPS. It's well known that addicts relapse. That's not uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened with her. And because that happened, she picked up other offenses. The state of Texas is willing to give her an opportunity. So I'm re-urging the court to give her that opportunity. She's not asking for you to release her. She's asking you to send her to inpatient treatment so that she can get some help. That's what she's asking. And so I'm re-urging the court to consider that.
All right. The court, as previously stated, is finding violation condition number 1 true, and the court is going to grant the motion to revoke. Does anyone wish to speak to time?
I believe that we will be going open on that. The state understands defendant is facing up to 10 on this MTR. The other case that will be before the court shortly had thoughts. Basically, the state is thinking, we pled true to number 1, you're facing 5 or facing 10, state would ask for around 5, Your Honor.
All right.
Judge, we're asking the court to sentence Ms. Hutchinson to 2 years in TDC.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison.
For years. That's the sentence. And it lands right between what the state wanted and the maximum she faced. Legally, it's within range. But emotionally, it's devastating, especially considering her fight for custody. The court does recommend a therapeutic program, which suggests they still see value in rehabilitation, but it's happening behind bars, not in the community. And here's something important. Both cases running concurrently means she serves them at the same time, not back-to-back. That's actually a small legal mercy in a tough outcome. Still, the bigger question remains. Was prison the right solution here, or a missed opportunity for recovery?
The court will request the therapeutic community. The court will give you a credit for any time served. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, please.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on community supervision. Because it's a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do y'all want to reconsider the plea bargain agreement with the theft case?
Yes.
Are there applications in this case?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with theft of property less than $2,500 with 2 or more previous convictions as state jail felony?
Yes, ma'am.
Just one moment. Are you all waiving?
No, Your Honor, we are proceeding with the repeater to make this a third-degree punishment range.
All right, thank you.
Yes, Judge.
If you all could write the repeater on here, please. All right, do you understand if the state approves of the repeater enhancement paragraph, then this will be a third-degree felony. The range of punishment will be anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 1. And is she going to agree that she's been previously convicted for purposes of enhancement?
Once we get to the stipulations,
If y'all would check the box. You further agree that you've been previously convicted of 1 or more felonies for purposes of enhancement. Your punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 07949. They were taking consideration 2025 CR 07240, 2025 PF 26020. There's to be restitution of $60 to the Bexar County Crime Lab and 2025 PF 26020. There's to be no contact with the complaining witness. Did you understand that to be your new plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
yes, it is, Judge.
Then defense is charged. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And I'm sorry, to the enhancement, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm sorry, and also the court will find the enhancement true based upon your plea of true and based upon states exhibits 1 and attachments. Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we're asking the court to follow the recommendation of the ADA and run it concurrent with the motion to revoke.
All right, the court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This is to run concurrently with 2024 CR 007949. State will take in consideration 2025 CR 007240. Restitution to Bexar County Lab. All right, court is calling 2020 CR 5322C, State of Texas versus Angela Gonzalez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
Defense,
Larry Bloomquist for the defense.
are you Angela Gonzalez?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Angela Gonzalez who was placed on community supervision in 2020 CR 5322C for the offense of robbery on November 19, 2020 for a term of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
State?
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 31st day of March 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Angela Gonzalez, committed the offense of assault in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
Any objections to the waivers?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 5 years in prison and up to $1,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes,
Can't
you
hear.
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, is to continue the defendant on probation to add a no contact order with the victim in the assault case, to add in anger management and MRT, and she's also going to take the plea in the misdemeanor case to run concurrent with this one. And that's county court cause number, sorry, I had it in front of me. 709518.
All right. Probation. Has she done anything on probation other than commit a new offense?
Yes, Your Honor. Her UAs, for the last year at least have been negative. There's been a couple of diluted. She did finish the outpatient program. She completed her parenting class. And she did obtain her high school diploma.
All right, what is this assault about?
Judge, there was there's her boyfriend's daughter, who she is, or her boyfriend's sister, who she is right now my client, her primary caretaker. She was involved in a fight at school, and my client, instead of breaking up the fight, she did punch that young lady. And I think that
So students are in a fight. She goes to the school and
there's some parents trying to break up the fight, and my client starts to try to break up the fight, but loses her cool and punches the young lady.
and when you say young lady, are we talking about a child?
I would guess, yes. I don't know her exact age. I think she's about 15 years of age.
Okay.
And what I would just tell the court, and if you want me, I can call my client as a witness.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, let's do that. Can you raise your
Sure. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, you do.
You can lower your hand if you state your name for the record.
Angela Gonzalez.
All right. So what have you learned since you've been on probation?
Honestly, Judge, I learned a lot. I'm glad that you put me on probation the first time. I was able to get my diploma, and I actually got better jobs within the years that I've been on probation because of my diploma. Because of you, I'm able to see my other two kids that originally the kids' grandma wouldn't allow me to. We have a better bond. I get to see them every Sunday, and she lets me take them to the park, sit with them and be with them, birthdays, holidays. That's something that I didn't have before you put me on probation, and I really want to say I do appreciate that. Right now, I did learn a lot, because me having to take care of my sister-in-law as well, it made me grow up a lot, just because my husband's mom suffers from seizures and strokes. So that put me on a higher level to where I need to be focused on my kids. It's not about anything else but my kids. I want them to have a better life than what I'm going through right now. They don't deserve for me to be here and then me missing out of their lives on all four of my kids. I just recently had a baby. He's 9 months. So I mean,
Who's with your baby now?
My sister's friend's mom. She's helping me babysit right now. So I mean, I just hope that you see that I did learn from this past years. I've been coming out clean again because of you, Judge. I stopped smoking. And it honestly, everything just bettered my life. And this was an honestly mistake. I did went to the school and I did talk to the principal.
Not a mistake. It was a choice, right?
A choice, my bad. I did talk to the principal. I tried to have a meeting with the other girl's mom. And like I said, at the time I was pregnant, it was a choice, not a mistake.
And let me just clarify that, Judge. Can I just ask you one question about that?
Let me
Okay.
hear. Yes.
The school was just not taking that step to where she had to walk out of school campus to come home crying to us. We sent her back home thinking it was going to be the right thing, but it turned out to be not the right thing. In my opinion, I should have just left her home and none of this would have happened. And I messed up. I honestly did. And I just hope that you could give me a second chance and let me prove you and everybody wrong.
And the point I wanted just to clarify for the judge is, Your Honor, she had actually reported that her daughter, or the girl who she considers her daughter, was being bullied after school by these several girls. And she had been reporting that to the school and they hadn't taken any action. And unfortunately, I think one thing I just tell the court is I've had extensive conversations with Angela. She's an extremely great person. She's made some bad decisions. And one of the things that I've been talking to her about is her need to make better decisions. And she's doing a lot of great things. Unfortunately, she had this horrible decision that she made that's put her in front of you. And I can tell the court, I feel like she's very, very remorseful for what's happened. I think she's realized that not only she put herself in peril, but she's put the kids that she's caring for.
What steps have you taken with the school?
She doesn't, she longer doesn't go to that school. It was a middle school. I just enrolled her in Highlands High School.
Okay.
So, I mean, right now that school is out of I will never put my kids in that school just because they don't know how to take steps on how to protect their students.
All right, State.
So Judge, we were able to talk to the complainant in that case's family. It was very difficult getting a hold of them, but we were able to do that earlier this morning. I did explain what our options were. They did indicate that they were okay with this approach. I told them exactly what I was going to do. I don't know any of the claims of bullying. None of that came forward through the police reports or anything that we had available. So I can't substantiate that.
All right. So this is what the court is going to do. Court will deny the motion, alternate amend conditions, probation, either anger management or MRT, not both. So whichever one probation feels would fit best for her, that's the one we'll go with. All right. Is there anything else you need from the court? Well, I mean, I'm asking her. I hope you don't need. Do you need anything else from me, counsel?
No, I want to just thank the court because I believe that she's going to do well, and I think that I just want to thank the court.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, based upon what probation is telling me, she is doing well. So you need to continue doing what you're doing. You understand?
Thank you so much.
Is there anything else you need from the court?
I promise you won't see me again.
Judge,
All right. Well, I can see you again if you completed everything and maybe you want to get off early. Yes.
Judge, I was just gonna ask for that no contact order.
All right. And who's the complainant?
Her name is Victoria Rodella.
So no contact with Victoria. What's the last name?
Rodella, Rodela.
All right. So you're not to have any contact with that complainant. You understand?
Yes.
Only other thing, this is just a run concurrent with the misdemeanor case.
Yes,
All right.
and I'm going to make a schedule, Judge, to get plead on that as soon as possible.
All right. What is the cause number in that?
That's CC 709-518.
508?
518.
18. And State, we're off the record, and State, did you inform them downstairs what their plea should be?
So I did put a note in the system, exactly the details of the length of probation, the type of probation, the other conditions. I did say standard conditions, so they should know what to do.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
This case really comes down to one core issue: accountability versus second chances. Roxan Hutchinson admitted her mistake, asked for help, and had support from both her attorney and the state. But the judge saw a pattern: missed opportunities, continued risk, and a failure to fully comply with probation. The result? 4 years in prison, even with a recommendation for treatment. It's a powerful reminder that in the justice system, intentions don't outweigh actions, and one decision can outweigh months of progress. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think the judge made the right call? Or should Roxan have been given another chance at treatment? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.